right. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Shannon and this is Paper Delights, and I'm coming on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to inspire you and to motivate you, to show you some different card ideas and some of the gorgeous products. Monday, we did cards using the dies from the beautiful trees and all of the gorgeous paper. But they were sort of more of like a fall feel, you know. So this time, this is the same paper. Well, it's paper from the same pack of designer series paper. So you get this one with the trees. You get this one with the green. Anyway, I've used so much of it. There's not a whole lot left, I'm afraid. But it's a beautiful, beautiful pack. And this is another one of the sheets of paper that you get. So we're going to make some cards using white with this, so more of a winter feel. So we did some cards that had more like an autumn feel. This has more of a winter feel. So I'll show you what we got. So this one here, it's just a white cardstock, piece of that winter sort of look. And then I had the scalloped edge die, so that's going to go on like that. And then these are some pine trees from last year that I really, really liked. Pine woods. So pine woods had these scalloped edges as well as the pine trees. I use it for a lot, I must admit, but that's okay. If you don't have one, that's okay. I got another one to show you that's using products that are available, that are still available now. So let's go ahead and start putting this down. So we've got this going down first. And then this is sort of my background. So let me see. I want my tree fairly high. So I think I'm going to put my background around there. So I'm going to put it to mark it. Help me keep track and remember, because I will forget. I'm going to put that one there. And then, like I said, I did these in some of the blues so that it would correspond with some of the blues in the paper. I'm just going to use a little bit of white glue. I've got my wet wipe handy to clean off my fingers. I'm actually going to rub my trees together so some of the glue goes onto the other tree. And then I'm just going to tuck this in behind. Like so. And then I'm going to put some glue on my tree here. Whoops. And I'm going to pop that on, going all the way to the top and right to the edge, like so. Now I can either put this one in front or tuck it in behind as well. I think I'm going to tuck it in behind as well. And keep in mind that if you want to add a sentiment or anything like that, glue came through. So I'm putting my pine tree in front of my white tree, but you could do it the other way around if you'd prefer. And then for my other piece here, I'm going to pop it up actually. Now, if you wanted a sentiment, I would suggest you stamp it first and then put it on. But as you know, I tend not to do too many sentiments. So I'm going to focus on the corners to make sure that they pop up nice. Like so. So as I was saying, if you wanted a sentiment, stamp it onto your piece first, and then you can pop this up. I just like to pop it up. I think it just adds a nice dimension. Like so. And I'm going to pop up my little bird as well. Now if I wanted to keep the same sort of color tones, I could have done it in a gray or a blue, but I really like the little pop of color. I think this is Cherry Cobbler. It's one of the deeper reds. I'm gonna just pop them in the tree there. So there you have it. So you could, I think I'm just going to do the diamonds, the rhinestone diamond jewels. You could do pearls if you have pearls. Whoops. There you have it. So there's our first card. So for the second one, I did my trunk in Sahara sand, so like a gray, and we've got the same piece. And then I took some of the white binding ribbon and I've just wrapped it around and I've tied it in a bow. And I'm going to go ahead and put that one down. So again, this is just a white card base. Like so. I'm going to trim my ribbon here. And I'm going to put that on top and then put my white snow on top of my tree. See? And again, you could add a little sentiment. You could add a little circle or oval, or in the set here it has a square, so you can add the square and add your sentiment on it. And this would look really pretty with the sparkle paper. We have like a shimmer, white shimmer paper. I don't have any of it, but I'm going to use our Wink of Stella to add a little bit of shimmer to it. But if you have some of that shimmer paper, that would look really sharp, I think. Like sparkling snow on it. I originally did a white tree, but white tree with the white snow on it, it was just too much. So it looked better with the beige, the gray And there we go. And again, you could add whatever sentiment. This could be a condolence card. It could be a birthday, winter, you know, winter wishes, whatever works for you. And then I've got my Wink of Stella here. Make my snow. You could add another red cardinal to it if you wanted. So there you go. So there's the second card. All right. Now, what if you don't have this set? Not a problem. I got you covered. Right now, we have this punch. So it punches out some pine trees. So I took the colors that I wanted, I slid it in, and then I just punched the paper all along, and I'm left with a bunch of trees. So we're going to use that one to create our scene. So this is the other paper from the designer series, so it's going to go there, and this is just a standard white, but I'm folding it up instead of side. So, and then I've got some trees to put in the background. So I'm going to do a little bit of glue with some white with the darker ones. And then I've got some lighter ones here. Going to trim so that they kind of offset the other ones. Like so. I'm going to glue that down. So we got some further away looking, some closer up. And then again, I just put that through. That's going to go like so. I'm just going to trim the edge here. It's bothering me a little bit. So that's going to go in front. And then I have another sort of beige tree with the white on top. And that's going to go like that. And then I have another little piece for the front. And again, you can put stamp your sentiment on there before putting it on. But this little tree stamp here is really, really nice. We'll do some more cards with that one. Do lots of pretty cards with that one. It's a nice accent piece. Like you can use it to add with a lot of cards. So I think it's a good staple piece to have. Because you can always use it to build on. So like this tree set is I think is a really good staple piece. These little pine tree background ones I think is another really good staple piece. There's just some that you'll end up using a lot with other scenes and stuff like that. So that goes with that. And then again, I'm going to pop this one up. So if you wanted a sentiment on it, you can put it on. beforehand. Oh, sorry, Phyllis, I didn't see your question. The Pine Tree Dies is from last year. So this is the Pine Woods Dies. This was in the catalog, I believe, last year or the year before. And it has the sort of like the different slopes, and it has those little pine leaves. But if you don't have that set, like I said, this punch, you can do a nice little diorama in the back of a lot of cards and stuff. So I also cut this piece a little bit smaller because I just find that it just adds to the illusion of depth. And if you wanted a sentiment, you can stamp it before you put it on. And there you have it. So I think on this one, we could add another little bird, a little red. A little red cardinal. I do like the cardinal, it's awfully cute. So you could add a little cardinal if you wanted. You could add some pearls, or you could add some diamonds, whatever you happen to have around. Just seeing, I'm all out of, I was gonna say the blue from the Holiday Rhinestones. That might look really pretty. But you could add the pearls, you could add the diamonds, you can add whatever you happen to have on hand. So there you go. So there are 3 cards using the same die set as yesterday, the Beautiful Tree dies, which I think is an absolute staple. The beautiful Designer Series paper. That's called Beauty of the Earth. And yesterday, Monday we did more fall themed, and then today these are more sort of winter themed. So there you go. I think I'll glue this guy down. I do like him. I do like him in there. So there you have it. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. There, see if that fit. You guys can see them all. My iPad is frozen. All right. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Please be safe, and I will see you next week. I won't be here on Friday. I am anticipating now that I will be tuckered out after a week of little munchkins running around and stuff. So I will be back on Monday. So please be safe, and I will see you then. Thanks. Bye.